This town is filthy with malakas who will pay the big bucks to look half as good as we do.
Let me ask you something. How do you get that delineation in your abs there? I've been doing 1,000 crunches a week and I can't seem to get mine to pop like that.
I don't eat. Seriously. I have protein shakes for breakfast and lunch and a light dinner and no refined sugars. And I'm in here every day.
How do you find the time?
Well, the hour you spend watching Sports Center, I'm in here. During your 45-minute lunch at Joe's Stone Crab, I'm jogging down the Strand. Gotta make the sacrifices.
Sacrifices? You're a goddamn physical terrorist.
We're talking about losing the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lose the weight for the row and you, like, what do you eat? Like a calorie a day? Is that it?
You eat a little egg white in the morning. You eat 5 ounces of chicken at lunch and 5 ounces of beef in the evening, and a couple of Diet Dr. Peppers in between. And man, do those taste good after 10 days.
Yeah.
Tastes like cheesecake.
Yeah, but I don't know. I see the mental strain of that. It would drive me crazy. I would get angry.
You do get I get a little clinical, as my wife says. You get
clinical?
A little sharp.
Do you do that Killer Joe voice when you're hungry? That
drop it. Just
yeah.
Out and go, honey. Do not throw the rest of that food away. That's good food. I can't eat it, but you should.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Yeah. You're on like some crazy diet right now, I heard, because of this movie that you're shooting.
Yeah, we're shooting, it's the true events that inspired Herman Melville to write Moby Dick. And a bunch of sailors in a whaling ship get struck by a whale, the ship sinks, and they jump onto the small rafts and drift for 90 days. And basically begin to die and eat each other, and a romantic comedy. And we have to get rather skinny. So we're on about 500 or 600 calories a day, and
the whole. Oh,
I've had a cheat meal a couple of minutes ago. So
what'd you have?
A bit of pizza.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How many slices of pizza?
Like 10.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had most of it. Yeah, but that's just once a week, and then you feel really guilty. And it's funny, you've never heard 15 all the cast, 15 guys, big burly guys playing, sailors, talk about their calorie count and what they should and shouldn't eat and what their cheat meal's going to be.
That sounds like the worst thing ever to have. 500 or 600 calories. What is that? That's like.
You can consume that in a milkshake.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a couple of small salads, a couple of small pieces of protein, and that's kind of it. And you go to bed hungry, and then you have a fasting period of like 15 hours. Like you stop eating completely, and then you have little meals through the day.
You should be skinny for the next Thor movie, like a really scrawny and starved Thor.
I should, a character piece, wouldn't it? It'd be,
speaking
he'd
of
be depressed,
that.
and
Hey guys, it is Greg here from Kinobody, and as you can see, when actors really need to lose a lot of weight and get to a low body fat for movies, they adopt very low-calorie diets. Well, because low-calorie diets work if you can stick to them. And Hollywood actors that are getting paid millions of dollars, they tend to have very good dietary adherence. Now, when most of us go on very low-calorie diets, we can't stick to it. We give in, and that's why low-calorie diets have such a bad reputation. But really, there are, legitimate concerns with low-calorie diets. In those cases with Chris Hemsworth and Matthew McConaughey, they were actually trying to lose muscle on purpose and fat. They wanted to look emaciated for their respective roles. But for us, generally, we're after aesthetics and like holding muscle and getting really sharp and shredded. So in that case, we don't want to go too low in calories because then we're going to be sacrificing muscle. We're going to be having really bad workouts, and our sleep is going to suffer because in order to sleep well, you can't be in too big of a deficit. Otherwise, you just can't get in the right amount of nutrients to support sleep and relaxation. So I actually recommend going a bit higher in calories. So in those cases, they were doing what is known as extreme dieting or crash dieting. Not your best option. If you want to lose fat quickly but look good, you want to do something known as aggressive dieting, where you push it a bit faster than, say, moderate dieting. So generally, I recommend taking fat loss slow, focusing on building strength and muscle in the gym, and looking better each and every week. But if you want to speed up the results, then you're going to want to increase the deficit, go for around 11 calories per pound of goal body weight. So it's still pretty low. And that will still allow you to get enough nutrients to support muscle mass and get good workouts and sleep in. But it's still pretty hard to stick to. So what I actually recommend doing was something that Chris Hemsworth was talking about, and that's the fasting. So instead of eating throughout the entire day, you'd actually push your first meal later in the day. So when I got to my sharpest condition ever, I was fasting until the afternoon, just had some black coffee and some water in the morning. Then I would have like an apple, which refills liver glycogen, helps stave off hunger so I could go even longer. And I hit a good workout. Afterwards, I'd have a huge meal, and that huge meal is what I look forward to every day. It was filled with proteins, fats, and carbs, supported my hormonal functioning and recovery. And then later that night, I'd have like a tub of cottage cheese. I was taking in around 1,800, 1,900 calories a day, and it was actually really easy to stick to once I adapted to it. And the cottage cheese is very slow digesting, great for preventing catabolism. So I maintained muscle and strength very well, and looked really sharp. And this is a protocol that's going to be really easy to stick to once you adapt to it. It's going to be very simple, and you'll lean down really quickly while maintaining muscle, which is very important. It's not just about weight loss, it's about body fat composition. And I will see you on the other side. Thanks for watching.